early is the first step to recovery and Do not tell me this is based on a fucking real story. Good evening, peeps. My name is Scripps, and welcome to a very minimalistic, very simple game that I found on itch.io called But You Seem Fine. And I know that this title might seem like it's setting up for something kind of sad and depressing. And I know that you're sitting there like, but Scripps, come on man, didn't you just play a game like a week ago that was about suicide and really dark and deep topics? And yes, I did, but it's because it's something that's very important to me, and it's something that I hope to make like a core foundation of this channel, not necessarily darker subjects, but just talking about them, and mental health is something that played a huge part of my life, so it's something that I want to, bring in on this channel in some aspect, and today I just found this game. I heard that it's quite emotional, and even the title seems to kind of like provoke some thoughts and feelings, but let's just get into it. I think it's about a 30-minute long experience, so it shouldn't be the longest thing in the world. Use headphones for the best audio experience. This visual novel is based on a true story. Oh, so it's a visual novel. But it's not meant to substitute professional help, nor reflect the range of experiences surrounding invisible illness. Thank you. Based on a true story. That's always sad about like seeing a lot of those games up on itch.io. A lot of them are based on like personal experiences. This isn't fair. Oh, well, I guess it's the only way to really learn what it's like. Learn and simulate what it's like to have these kind of illnesses. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Why can't I find answers? Chapter 1. Ooh, multiple chapters. I'm getting some Florence... feelings about this. Is that the name of the game? The French game that I played for the iPhone? You awaken in your bedroom. The sun is shining in through the windows. It's just another Monday. Holy crap, do you have like a contrabass? Or a cello in the background? Your computer is sitting beside you on the bed, still open to the paused screen from the night before. You must have fallen asleep watching the new season of Super Space Sailors, a documentary on genes and cloning, performance by Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma. I'm just gonna go with Super Space Sailors because that sounds awesome. The plot has been lagging since Captain Umeko Itami of the Global Defense Squad bit the dust last season, but you never thought you'd actually fall asleep watching during an episode. You rub some of the sleep out of your eyes and head downstairs before you're even later than you already are. That does seem like something. This seems like a game you'd find on Newgrounds, actually. Just because, it's once again, it's very minimalistic. And even the music and stuff, it just reminds me of the Newgrounds days. Good morning, sweetie. If you'd slept any longer, I would have left you to fend for yourself, but since I have time to spare before heading off to work, would you like some breakfast? Johnny cakes? What the hell is a Johnny cake? I don't know what a Johnny cake is, but I'm just gonna go with that. You want what now? Johnny cakes! They were a staple of the early American breakfast. The founding fathers ate them. Fried cornmeal in a cast iron skillet was how they started their day, so why can't I, right? Mom does not look amused. Right, well we don't have that, but I do have French toast. God! Oh man, my mom never cooked like delicious food in the morning, are you kidding me? You get cereal. Alright, at least Lafayette would be proud. Give me French toast or give me death. Excuse me, Ray Kim, aren't you forgetting something? Please, would you do me the absolute honor of preparing me breakfast, dearest mother? Okay, save the dramatic language for the theater, but thank you. While mom prepares breakfast, you pack your lunch for the day. Looks like the only option is leftover tikka masala. Yum? I don't remember what tikka masala is. Mom sets your French toast on the table and you shovel it down before heading out the door for school. French toast on a weekday, man? That is something else. Oh, but I feel like, well yeah, we have some very nice stuff going on, but where's the disruption gonna happen? When is the disruption gonna happen of this lovely story? You arrive at school in record time. Was it breakfast that made the difference? Mom always was a killer chef, and French toast has never failed you. You're lost in thought, and heading toward your locker when you spot the one and only Sadie. Okay, that is weird. I'm not gonna comment to you guys why it's weird, or actually it's just someone I know in real life. This is a little close to home. What do you do? Inquire about life. Inquire about life? Sadie, what's up? That is weird to say. Ray, please tell me you finally caught up on Super Space Sailors, because I cannot hold back those spoilers anymore. Well, come on. The hall monitor shoots you both a nasty look. Lowering her voice, Sadie continues. I know it's only been so-so since Captain Park got killed off, but you just have to make it through the first 4 episodes and then it gets good again. Are you one of those people who's like, oh yeah, don't worry dude, it's fine, just watch the first 4 seasons and then, trust me, mwah, then it gets good. Actually, I can be a little bit of that person, so that would be hypocritical of me to judge that. 4 episodes? I need to slog through 2 whole hours before it even gets good again. They bring back that researcher, Emma Starling. 2 hours is doable. Okay. You chuckle to yourself and head into class on the first day. Did she just spoil it for you? Home sweet home. Mom and Dad won't be back from work for a couple of hours and there's still a lot to get done. Practice the cello. I want to see what that is. You're feeling artistic and musical, plus the swan from Carnival of the Animals has been stuck in your head since you heard it earlier in class. You pick up your bow and start playing, so it was a cello. Not soccer. I'm not a big fan of soccer, but let's do homework, I guess. Do what I never could. Maintaining good marks does not come without effort. You think you heard someone say that at some point. Regardless, you dive headfirst into some worksheets from today. Oh, and then there's only left to play football, okay. I mean, some people like football, just, I'm not a very sports guy. I don't do the sports ball very well. It seems like forever since you kicked around a soccer ball in the garage. Maybe it's time to dust off some of those dormant skills from middle school. Besides, getting outside is good for the body and the mind. That much is true. That's enough for today. Your throat is starting to feel a bit scratchy. Maybe allergies? Either way, you better get some rest. You shuffle into bed and call it a night. Oh, what's up? You wake up next morning totally unable to breathe. That is until you open your mouth. Your nose is completely congested, and you can barely make a croaking noise without your throat burning. Yep, I'm sick. This blows. Play video games. Do you have any video games? You pull out your trusty phone. I mean, I get it. I get that phones are a part of the gaming market now. But it's like when people pull up a statistic saying like, oh, did you know that half of all gamers are actually over 50? And then you say, what? No, that's crazy. And then it's like, that includes phone games. Oh, okay, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? It's not what people mean when they say video games. You pull out your trusty phone to play the newest release of Gatchamon. You've been a huge fan since you were a kid. A couple of hours go by and you've beaten the league champion. Heck yeah. Gatchamon. Okay, your eyelids gets heavier and heavier. Slowly you drift off. Turns out this cold hit you harder than normal, and recovering is taking longer than you're used to. You miss a full week of school while you're sick in bed, battling fever, congestion, and throat pain. That sucks, I hate that. Especially throat pain. But that's also because, you know, it's kinda got some stuff to do with, you know, the whole thing that I'm doing right now. You finally feel well enough to come back to school. You're excited to be back in full swing of things. You missed orchestra, you missed drama club, and most of all, you missed your friends. We never had these things. Like, I never had any cool school activities for high school. Speak of the devil, there's Sadie. Be dramatic. Sadie, my friend, my one and only, I never thought I'd see your face after touching the cold nightmare of death. Okay, your majesty, I know you're just kidding, but I seriously thought you died. Where have you been? Explain how the last week of your life has been spent battling sickness in your bed. Your only contact with the outside world when your mom would come in to give you medicine and soup. Oh, I miss good soup. I haven't had a good soup in freaking ages. Yikes, but you aren't contagious, right? No way, I haven't felt sick since Friday. I tried to text you, but I kinda got lost on my phone in a wad of tissues. Ray, that is disgusting. But you're really better? Yeah, although... What? Nothing, I just wish I wasn't so tired. You go to the rest of your classes for the day, eager to catch up on schoolwork. Eager to catch up on schoolwork. Now hold on. I'm spying some glitches in the Matrix. We're excited to do schoolwork? School is over, what do you do? Chamber, orchestra, drama club. Work on writing with Sadie. You know, I like writing, so let's do that. I don't know if you do, but I do. And I'm the one in charge here, I'm the big man. You travel a familiar path to Sadie's house and set up shop with her at her dining table. There we go. Okay, you realize that if we wanted to, we could register to become an official club with the school. Why would we want to do that? Well, we could use the classroom for meetings and maybe even get some money for snacks. Excuse me, what's wrong with my lovely home? And we have snacks right here! Stale Cheetos do not count. Whatever, more for me. I'll help come up with a name for this new character in my story. She's a teenage princess who's also an assassin, and her mark is on her betrothed prince. Teenage princess, assassin, princess assassin, Lady Death. No, that's too typical. Knight royalty. No, that's Royal Shadow. No, that's too edgy. Silhouette Sarah, or something. No, Sarah's not a royal name. Screw it, I can't think of something. Marissa Moonlight or something, I don't know. You're not giving me enough, I need to have some visuals on this. I thought your story was about space ninjas. Oh, well, that changes everything. Alright, how about Ray, Casey, Alexander Hamilton. All of these suck. Let's go with Casey. Oh, cute. Okay. The two of you laugh and work on your stories until it's late and you're both tired. You thank Sadie's parents and head back home. Since when did you get exhausted so easily? This is all nice, but some people said that they cried playing this. You wake up the next morning, you're stuffy, have a fever, and an incredible headache. How are you sick again? You just got better. It looks like this sickness is back for round 2. Ugh, I would give anything to stay in bed longer. There's a knock on your door. After a short pause, your mom comes in. I know you're not still in bed, it's nearly time for me to go to work. Mom, please. Ray? You're not looking so hot. I don't feel 100% better. Looks like that cold decides to stick around a little longer. Stay home, I'll call school and get you excused. It's better to sleep and let this bug pass. You need to call school to get excused? Holy crap. You want to argue. You have a ton of schoolwork and a million club responsibilities, but the thought of going back to sleep is just too tempting. Thanks, Mom. Mom smiles back and heads into the hallway. You fall asleep once more. Wait, this isn't some actual, like, physical sickness, is it? Morning again, or the game is about. The sun streams through the window, forcing you to shield your eyes. I'm heading off to work, but I'll leave some medicine on the nightstand. Feel better, sweetie? You grumble in response and fall back asleep as she leaves. Wake up groggy and tired. Yeah, oh, that is some baggy eyes. Who are you, me? Actually, you look a lot like me. You're very disoriented. You have no idea how much time passed or how long you've been asleep. Oh, that's the worst. You know when you accidentally take a power nap? Like by the end of the day and you wake up like it's almost midnight. Like, what happened? It seems late. Call your mom? Mom? You call into the dark but get no response. Maybe she's too far away to hear you. You cross your room and hear someone talking, so you open the door and head downstairs. Your stomach is grumbling. You're not quite sure when you last ate. Sit down. We have some leftovers for dinner. Would you like me to reheat them? You nod. Mom pulls out a plate and uncovers it before popping it in the microwave. You stare blankly into the distance. Mom places the plate in front of you, then leans against the counter, watching as you start to eat. She's clearly concerned. Thank you. You finish your food and get up the table, but before you go, you glance back around. I love you. You head back upstairs and go back to bed. Why is this so depressing? I mean, she's sick, I get that, but it just feels so depressing with the music. You wake up again, some time has passed, but you don't know how much. Sleep? Waking up again, you realize you're no less tired than when you last slept. You've no clue how long you've been asleep. You just don't have the energy. Oh, Ishiri. You rub some of the sleep from your eyes. Are you getting... What's wrong with you? Mom's looking at you worried. You frown. We're going to the doctor, sweetie. Time to get up. Yeah, if you've been away for that long, you probably should. You grumble. She helps you get dressed and you stumble into the car. You and your mom are at the doctor's office, here to see your primary care physician, Dr. Harris. What brings you in today? Mom explains. The getting sick, the endless sleeping, the suddenness of it all. Well, I'll do some checkups and see if anything's wrong. You look like the typical doctor. He has you open your mouth and say, I hate that. That is so... it makes me gag. He checks your eyes, your ears, your nose. He pulls up the stethoscope and listens to your heart. He listens to you cough. He listens to you breathe. He takes your temperature. He tests your reflexes. He takes your blood pressure. That's a complete cleanup right there. Or checkup. He sits back. Well, nothing seems to be wrong. You've shaken the butt completely, but you're in high school, aren't you? You're 14. Maybe this has something to do with your hormones. Or maybe you're just depressed. You stare blankly. Mom frowns. She's not just depressed. There's something wrong. I've never seen her like this before. I know what she's normally like, and she's not right. He sighs and scribbles something onto a pad of paper. He rips off 2 sheets. Here, 2 prescriptions. One for birth control, and one for antidepressants. Maybe she'll get better. Hold on a fucking minute! Is this something you actually do? Is this something you do in America? Because, and this is not to be like a look down on American like health or anything, but I just know from rumors and stuff that Americans use pills for everything. The Americans do not hesitate when it comes to like, because of the whole hustle culture and stuff, you need to get back to work. People use a lot of pills to get fresh again. And people are way slow on the trigger when it comes to antidepressant. I went through like a year of severe depression, and they did not want to give me antidepressants because they were worried it could fuck me up. So, I don't know where this is. Stand up in your car. Did he seriously not believe me? I'm your mother. I know what I'm talking about. You say nothing, choose to stare out of the window. Gonna have a look somewhere else. Oh, because that's gonna help. You mumble in agreement and then nod off to sleep. Chapter 2. I've been talking a lot, sorry. This might end up being longer than 30 minutes. You blink slowly and start to wake up. You don't know how long it's been since you first got sick, but your days seem endless now. Check time. You roll over and stare at your clock. You've been sleeping for 16 hours? Why do I still feel so exhausted? I wish you could, but even thinking about getting up is too much effort. It still feels like you've been hit by a truck. Nothing would feel better than slipping back into a temporary coma. You pull your covers back up to your chin and let yourself doze off. Ray, wake up. You wake up suddenly and to the sound of your mom's voice. She's shaking you by the shoulders and trying to get you up and out of bed. Ray, we're going to be late for the doctors. Did you not see my text message? Spawned with attitude. You shoot her an apathetic look. Can you calm down? Who cares if the stupid doctor has to wait anyway? Lo wasn't aware that I raised a daughter with such disdain for acting respectful. Funny, when you decide to grace us all with your presence, I'll be in the car. Oh, freaking God. You roll your eyes and pull up your hoodie, begrudgingly following her. You fidget uneasily as the two of you wait for the doctor to appear. Mom said he's an ENT doctor, but you're not sure what that stands for. I don't know what that stands for. Based on the large picture of a cross-section of a head on the wall, you guess it stands for ear, nose, throat. Why would that help? Mom got a referral for your primary care physician after he found out you had been congested and sick for a few times. I don't know why we're even here. 10 more minutes go by. Hello, I'm Dr. Clark. Mom goes over the same spiel that she gave Dr. Harris. He listens and nods occasionally as he inspects you for normal checkup procedures. Well, her ears and throat look fine. I'll need to take a closer look up her nose. He pulls out a long, thin device. It looks like a stick. He says it's a camera, and to your great discomfort, he shoves it up for your nose. That is uncomfortable. No, not really seeing anything here. He moves the stick around. It hurts a little, but it's mostly just weird. Is he gonna mummify you? Pull out your brains? He leans back in his chair, finally finished. You know what I think? I think she's a teenager. She had a cold and now she's milking it for all she can. What? hold on, I'm gonna go for a second. Am I wrong in saying that does not fucking concern you in any way? Like, I mean, I don't think I've ever been confronted by a doctor like, oh, they're probably lying. Like, that is a horrible fucking idea. Like, if they come to your freaking, like, clinic, your job is to analyze them and tell them, do you know if there's something wrong with them or do you not know if something's wrong with them? Then maybe, like, send them forward to someone else. Don't fucking just write it off as a lie. What if there's something else wrong, you freaking idiot? Her chart says she's on antidepressants already, so there's not much else I can do. Look, kid, you just have to suck it up and go to school, even if you're sick. You know, when I was a kid, I got the chicken pox, and I still went to school. Back in my day, you used to only live one generation at a time, until you got shot in the war. Because that's the freaking generation I'm from, holy shit. You old piece of garbage. Take his license. He rambles on for a bit as you zone out. Mom stares at him in silence, but you tell that she's carefully holding back her words. When he finishes his lecture, oh fuck me, she calmly stands and walks out the room. Back in my day, this chicken smallpox still killed half the population. Half of Europe was missing due to the Black Plague. Shuffle out after her. Oh, sorry, but just, I hate people like that. You make a brief stop in the waiting room while Mom takes care of the copay. Then you both head home none the wiser than when you came. What a fucking prick. It's the weekend after your appointment. You're resting in bed when the phone vibrates. It's a text from Sadie. Dude, we start new projects in art class tomorrow. What's something awesome you could put on your wall? That's so sweet. Plus, you would be lying if you said it hadn't been asking for some art from her for a while. I would like some Super Space Sailor fan art. You had sent it before you know it, there's the response. You got it, Captain. Just make sure to get back to school at some point and pick it up. Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later, if you have anything to say about it. You hear Mom calling for you in the kitchen. You pocket your cell phone and get out of bed. Coming! Ah, look who came when called. Yeah, about that. What could you possibly want this early on a Sunday? Ray, it's 2 p.m. Oh. I need to bring a dish to the potluck at work tomorrow. Since you've spent the last few days in your room, I figured you might want to help. I don't know. I'm still tired, Mom. Mom sighs heavily. Alright. Just help me choose something people will actually eat. I have never had cucumber sandwiches, but they sound delicious. Really? Are we having tea with the Queen and no one told me? Fine, what about ham sandwiches? With provolone and mustard. Now we're cooking. And look, something so simple you could do it from a kitchen chair. Nice try. Hey, it's worth a shot. You and your mom giggle as you turn back to the fridge. Oh no. Why do I have a feeling we're going downhill quickly? You and your mom have another doctor's appointment. This whole process is starting to seem like a cycle of missing school and getting nowhere, but you guess finding an answer is worth it. Apparently there's a chance that this whole energy issue is a problem with your heart. So you're in to see a cardiologist today. The doctor listens to your heartbeat and your breath. Seems alright, but let's do a cardiogram and a heart ultrasound just to make sure. You lie down on the table. The tech attaches 20 different electrodes to your head and your chest for the cardiogram. You lie there and feel like a potato battery. After a few minutes, you're ushered into another room for ultrasound. You take your shirt off and the tech pushes down on your chest with a device covered in culture. This is straight up from personal experience, isn't it? Oh no. She keeps looking for different angles and it hurts the ribs. You wince at the pressure and squeeze your eyes shut, trying to go somewhere else in your mind. You see your heart show up on the black and white monitor. It seems small. The nurse examines it. Well, you have a teeny tiny heart murmur, but it's really small. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Definitely not the issue here. Great, another dead end. Why are none of the doctors gonna like actually... You could ask such simple questions as... there's actually literally a test. There's like a sheet that the doctors get, and then, you know, if they have the tiniest suspicion, just go through that sheet, just cross it off, and then say, you know what, this sheet says you might be depressed, or you might suffer from a mental disorder, maybe you should do that instead. Who the hell would just, like, find a dead end? You don't find dead ends with doctors, that's not how that works. You talk to a doctor, and if it's not within their field, they'll say, you know what, there might be these people who can help you instead. Or, like, it's not the parents' job to go and freaking search out these different freaking doctors. They're supposed to be there to help you. Find monologue for fall play auditions. Damn, you really want to try out for the lead, but you haven't had the time to or energy to prepare anything. Maybe you'll feel better by next week and can find something in time. There's also a text from Sadie. You, me, Super Space Sailors Marathon this weekend. We can finish the whole season if we watch non-stop for 24 hours. That would be so much fun. But you know that you just don't have the energy to get to Sadie's place, let alone stay up with her for hours on end. Raincheck says, I've got so much to catch up on this weekend. You send the text and tuck your phone away, staring out the car window. These doctor's appointments are wearing you down. You're not sure if it's even worth it anymore, but you still wish you had an answer. Do you keep searching? At the doctor's? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. Of course, we've hit a few dead ends, but someone's got to come up with something. Sure, there were some bad apples, but maybe the next doctor will be better. These are some shitty doctors you're going to. You wake up and find yourself in your room. Everything seems kind of peaceful. Weird. You glance at the clock. 8:48? This does not bode well for your 9 o'clock class. Mom! There's no response, she's already left for work. You grab the nearest articles of clothing and sprint to the bathroom. Maybe if you hurry, you won't be that late. Oh, arriving in class a solid 25 minutes late, you slam your backpack down and pull out your notes. The rush of adrenaline from booking it to school has got you wired. As fast as you can, you start scribbling down the notes on the whiteboard. Okay, adjectives, noun, modifiers, describe a noun. Examples include. Ray? Huh? Sadie? Dude, it's time for PE. Wait, what? Oh god. Did you fall asleep? Yeah, can I borrow your notes? I mean, sure. But you seem like you made good progress already. What? Look at the notebook in front of you and sure enough, there are lines of notes written in on the page, barely legible, but still there. Whoa, did I write these in my sleep? My gosh, that's like a superpower. I would kill to be able to do that. You're not sure how you feel about this statement, but you brush it off. Since you woke up, you're feeling surprisingly refreshed. As weird the nap was, it gives you a boost to make it through the rest of the school day. What do you suffer from? Several weeks later, what do you have? It's been months already, I think. Mom got a recommendation for this holistic doctor, Dr. Worth. Fuck. I mean, I get the desperation. I get the desperation from a parent's perspective. But please, for the love of God, any of you watching, if you've got children or something, I mean, it's not likely you do, but if you've got children, do not fucking go to alternative medicine. Alternative medicine, basically what alternative medicine means, it's medicine without any sort of freaking, what's it called? With any sort of credibility or any sort of study behind it. It might be a study, but there's none of it that's actually official. Don't do it, please. It's just you won't find anything there. You'll find a ton of placebo effects, but that's it. His office is in a nice part of town. It was hard to find parking. As you walk in, you notice that the office is covered in embroidered pillows. Or I don't know, maybe they'll know something about psychology, maybe that'll help. His Harvard degree sits on the wall in a nice frame, and you turn to alternative medicine. Dr. Worth listens to your spiel. He says he has some ideas about what might be wrong and orders some blood tests. Got the section of the office with a phlebotomist, aka the person who draws blood. She pulls up a hoodie sleeve, ties your arm, disinfects the bend of your arm. Is this traditional, like, alternative medicine? It tells you they need 11 vials of blood today. You nod, she slides the needle in, but you don't look. After you get your blood drawn, you meet your mom at the front of the desk. Apparently the doctor recommended some specialty supplements that he also sells in-house. You watch as the price tag climbs with each additional bottle. You find out, of course, that they're not covered by insurance. Mom pays the exorbitant price, then the two of you head home. What are those fucking pills? Don't tell me they're hormones or something. You spend the next week downing extra supplements, vitamins, minerals, weird powders you mix with apple juice, you name it. Some of them taste gross, some of them are the size of horse pills, but you swallow them all. With your previous meds and your new supplements combined, you now have a personalized medication chart taped to the inside of the pantry on the cabinet. There's your morning pill 7, your lunch pill is 5, and your night pill is 9, for a whopping total of 21 pills a day. If these pills are supposed to make you feel better, why do you feel so much worse all the time? Several weeks later. How can it... You and your mom are back at Dr. Worth. How does no one pick up on this? Like, oh, you know, there's nothing physically wrong with her. Maybe it's like a mental disorder. Why is that so fucking hard to piece together? For professionals. You and your fucking Harvard degree. He pulls out some pieces of paper that have your name on top, as well as a bunch of tables with all sorts of numbers on it. Do you know what these are? A chart of some kind? Right. It shows a high level of liver enzymes. He drones a bit about how certain activities have side effects that are evident in many ways. Teenagers often fail to realize that stress that they place on their bodies have lasting effects. Seeming cool is more important than their health. Wait a minute. What? There's no easy way to say this. Your daughter's sniffing glue? What? Excuse me? I'm not. Honestly, the absurdity of the proposal shakes you more than you're willing to admit. You, Ray, Kim, the druggie, getting high behind the dumpsters after 5th period. Maybe if you planted that rumor in school, you could gain some extra street cred, except for the fact that a total of 0 people would believe it. I understand that this is hard to hear, but catching it early is the first step to recovery and Do not tell me this is based on a fucking real story! Mom cuts him off by standing. Thank you for the advice. Good day. Oh, Mom is overemphasizing her sentences. This isn't good. We follow Mom out the door, leaving Dr. Worth shaking his head. What a fucking cunt! The silence is palpable. I'm not sniffing, I know. 'Cause I would never... I know. Great, what a complete and utter waste of time. Your phone lights up. It's an email from Mr. Jefferson titled, "See me for exam score." Crap. The only time Mr. Jefferson asks to see students is if they're failing. It's not a good day to be missing school again. There's also a text from Sadie. You're not dying, are you? Someone at school started a room where you were dying. It's Karen Murphy, so of course I don't believe her, but still, you would tell me, right? Ugh, Karen Murphy. If you had the mental energy to be mad, you would be. Not dying, just sick. Talk soon. Well, so much for this doctor being better than the rest. In fact, this doctor may have been even worse. The only thing these doctors have done are make assumptions about who you are, and a grand total of none of them have helped in the slightest. Why can't someone just tell me what's wrong already? Well, see, this is what I don't know. You should search. But not doctors. Don't search with these fucking doctors. And the worst thing is you're supposed to be able... This is a thing you're supposed to do. This is a thing you can do. You're supposed to be able to go to a generalized doctor. You're normal, everyday doctor. You're supposed to go there, and they're supposed to be able to tell if you might be suffering from a mental condition. If it's not physical, then the next step is think, oh, could it perhaps be something mental? That's the next step. I don't know why they didn't catch this. And that's not me trying to be all smartass and like tell doctors what to do, but if you're doing that horribly at your job, Jesus. It's midday. You can tell the minute you open your eyes from the sun shining through the window, you have not been to school any day this week or last week. You don't even want to think about all the makeup assignments that you're gonna have to do when you finally get back, if you ever go back. Sometimes it feels like this sickness will last forever. Rolling out of bed, you see Rochello across the room. It's been a while since you played, but nothing would make you happier. grab your backpack and take out the sheet music your orchestra director sent you. No time like the present. An hour of practice will help you keep up with the rest of them when I get rehearsal again. Take out your cello from its case and pick up the bow, prepping the start of the piece. The notes are long and flowing. It feels amazing to play, but before long, your arm precision on the cello weighs you down. Your muscles ache from moving the bow back and forth. You look at the clock. Only 20 minutes in? I never feel tired after this long. Set your cello back in its case and take a break. What are you suffering from? Could it be something genetic? I don't know, especially given how you've been fading lately. Several weeks, holy shit. Is it a tumor? Gonna see a blood doctor today. You didn't know that there were doctors that just studied blood. You're ready for another run-of-the-mill experience similar to the ones you've had before. Ray Kim? You're not, but the doctor doesn't even lift her gaze from the file. She lifts her eyes over the rectangular glass to get a better look at you. She looks back down at the file with her notes, then back at you, then back down. I think it might be Lyme disease. It's pretty rare, and I'm not sure if you've been in the area with ticks, but it's worth checking out. I'll order a blood test. You're almost taken aback by the efficiency of the appointment. She didn't even touch you or come close to you to get a good look at you. Maybe she was just that good, or just that bad. Just because you know about your field doesn't mean it has to be within your field. Your phone lights up, it's a text from the orchestra conductor. Regretfully, you've been cut from the upcoming recital for not attending enough rehearsals. You feel tears sting in your eyes as you put your phone away. There's also a text from Sadie. Hey, can't talk. Send the text, tuck your phone away and stare out the window. Try not to think about how much you wish you could play in the recital.